The second concept here on this page is finding zeros of rational functions. And zeros are the values that make the entire function go to 0. Simple way to say it is what makes the numerator 0. So in order to do this, we need to factor out my numerator and denominator, and then see, is there anything that cancels? And then whatever's left over, I'm going to set in the numerator equal to 0. The wholes and asymptotes, we set the factors that were left over in the denominator equal to 0. Here, we're going to do the numerator equal to 0. So in the first one right here, we can factor out a 4 in the top, which then leaves me with x cubed minus 8. And then in the denominator, we can factor out a 4, which leaves me with x squared plus 4. And I can see right there, those values aren't going to cancel out, my x cubed minus 8 and my x squared plus 4. This can't factor down anymore. And this, even though it's a difference of 2 cubes, I know the first part's going to be x minus 2, and that's not going to cancel out with anything down there. So what we're going to do then is we'll set our numerator equal to 0. X cubed minus 8 is equal to 0. X cubed is equal to 8. So x is going to equal 2. So the one 0 that we have for this rational function is x is equal to 2. In my bottom one, I'm going to need to do some factoring by grouping. So for the top, 2x squared minus 5x plus 2. What are the factors of 4 that add up to a negative 5? Well, it's going to be negative 4, negative 1. So 2x squared minus 4x minus 1x plus 2. First set, we'll factor out a 2x, and we're left with an x minus 2. In the back, we'll factor out a negative 1, and we're left with an x minus 2. So my two factors are 2x minus 1 and x minus 2. So 2x minus 1 and then x minus 2. I'll do the same thing with my denominator. 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. What are the factors of 6 that add up to negative 7? Well, it's negative 6 and negative 1. So 2x squared minus 6x minus 1x plus 3. Do the same thing with my factor by grouping. Factor out a 2x, and we're left with an x minus 3. Factor out a 1, and we're left with an x minus 3. So 2x minus 1 is one factor, x minus 3 is the other. Those 2x minus 1s are going to cancel out. So now I want to find my 0. And the way I find the 0 is setting all my factors in the numerator equal to 0. So this one is just going to be x equals 2 as well.